Okay, this is 1969. The Fateful Turn for Ted Kennedy. Oh, his midnight car accident. This is Chappaquiddick. Okay. Ooh, somebody took part of this picture. Somebody has harvested my magazine already. That's okay. All right, we got a football player. That's kind of cool, that whole little thing. Oh my goodness. How can you catch OJ? Oh, Jesus. That's OJ Simpson. Oh yeah. We are putting this in something. That's funny. I mean, not funny because he murdered his wife. Funny because of how it's turned. There's an elephant. Never forgets. That's kind of cool, huh? I do not know where this one is going, but I am a true crime addict, and knowing that no, well, true crime, Chappaquiddick's part of true crime too. All right, so this is the 3 astronauts' families coaxed them. Look at this. This is so fun. When the oh, see? This is how my life was. My mom holding a cigarette over my head. That is how it worked. Okay, there's a canyon. Somebody did collage in my magazine. But look, here's some more green stuff. Let's take that. The Pine Barrens. Admiralty Island. Oh, a giant giraffe. For sure. Sophia Loren. Ooh, an astronaut. Oh my gosh, this is great. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to take the astronaut. I'm going to take the man hunting with the parliament. The panic in TV censorship. Okay, oh, Bill Cosby, not aging well. Jeez Louise. Look at these guys. What are those? Longer yet milder. Pall Mall. All right, those guys are cool. I don't know what this one is going to be. This is crazy. I think I had that camera. Okay, so let's see what we have and if we need to go back. So we have a person. He's kind of a weird person. We have an astronaut, a giant giraffe, and I am here to tell you I am a vegetarian and a peacenik. The hunter will not be killing the giraffe, just in case you were worried. Some more green stuff, an elephant, and OJ Simpson. Whew, this is, we're going back through this magazine because I don't yet have something in my head of what I could do with that kind of thing. Let's look for words too. Sometimes we can do some stuff with words. I don't really want Chappaquiddick Bridge. Astronauts, mommies. God, they had to have been worried, huh? We have met the enemy and they are us. I like that. A little bit dark and brooding, but that's kind of my jam. Sophia Loren had a baby. That's kind of fun, huh? I don't know what those are. Do you know what those are? Man to the Moon. Oh, they're Selenites H.G. Wells. Okay. I'm thinking that's all we have. Wow. Okay. Well, it's called a challenge because it's a challenge. I am going to cut this up and come back and we'll see what we can do with what we have. All right. So this is the Life magazine. Boop. August 69. And I want to talk about pulling your images for magazine collage and then doing it. Okay, so I pulled, oh, some eyeballs. Nice, we'll just leave those in there. I just need a 1 page because I pulled this and I adore this and I adore what this says. This talks about the Apollo mission and going to the moon. And this is important to me, so I'm not just going to throw it into something just because I like it. And then this guy with all my animals didn't feel right to use because I wouldn't put a hunter in there, but he's really cool and I'll probably use him for something else. So I have a little area in one of my things where I put big images that I'm not using yet. So here are the things that I cut out for us to use today. We have an elefante. We have a giraffe. We have OJ running. We have OJ saying, how can you catch OJ? We have met the enemy, they're us, and then some background images. So I want to find a cool background to use. I don't think it's black. Starting to run out of pages, so we're gonna have to, I don't want OJ on my Dali. I think I'm gonna put a Picasso on my Dali. Okay, this is a good one. Oh, we got a bunch of these. Do we have a one-sider? No. Oh, we have a one-sider. Okay, so we're gonna use this side. So I have a giraffe. I have OJ running, and I want him running through the giraffe's legs. And then these other guys kind of hanging out in there. So it's going to be something like this. Okay, like that. Which I think is very cool. All right, that's gonna go right like that. So I'm gonna make a paper doll of this.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, honey, are you going to work?
Yeah.
Have a good day. You got a long day, right?
Yeah, I'll be home at like 7:30.
Oh my goodness. Well, make sure you eat well, okay? Desi's going to work. It is Thanksgiving week. And they've got her working like 30 hours this week, which is really awesome because she's off school. And she wants to save money to go to college. How cool is that? She's such a good girl. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to get his little leg over here. And this becomes one big piece. I didn't need to do this bottom part, but I think that's going to stick off the bottom anyways. Okay. So now I have my two most important parts, my giraffe and my OJ. I was thinking, so we have a really cool red line. I have my words. I have my How Can You Catch OJ down here, right? And that's just kind of ironic from the chase that he was in. But I had this on the back of something. Okay, I have this other thing that I'm not going to use. This doesn't go with the rest of it, so I'll just keep that. I had this really cool background, which I thought was fun. We could put our giraffe in there and make this almost like a glue book where we don't have, do we want that tree or maybe just a little part of that tree? We'll just get a little feeling of that tree, or we could put the tree in. The problem is I don't like this stuff, which seems real, and then they kind of made that look not real. Okay, so let's take this off, and I am going to glue this part down. I don't want it wrinkly, so I am going to use Nuvo glue, my favorite glue. So if I were to use Mod Podge, which is what I would generally use, you would get wrinkles in it because Mod Podge is water-based glue, and there's just no way not to get wrinkles in it. It's just a thing. So when I say this is going to be a glue book, I mean we're not going to paint the background or mix media the background. It's just going to be a piece of magazine rather than a mixed media background. Okay. I kind of love this part. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this to cover that tree I don't like because I like this red line. Okay, boop, boop, boop. So next layer. And I'm just ignoring the fact that there's a hole there. It's no big deal. We'll get it figured out. Okay, we're going to cover that tree and have our really cool background. There we go. Oops, don't pull it. It's weak there because it doesn't have the whole way over. Okay. So we have this cool line, and then I have this stuff that we grabbed, and I kind of feel like, so let's figure out where it is on the line and how big our dent in is. Okay, so it goes, let's say up to there. And what I'm gonna do, is I'm just gonna tear off this top part. Let's see. Let's look at it as a line, but I think I want it to be a little jaggedy bits. Yeah, that's a lot of straight lines. I want this to just be a little jaggedy and cool. And that gives me a place to doodle if I want. I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. There we go. See how fun that is? And then it's less of all straight, okay, I glued everything over, and more fun. Oops. If you don't want to glue on your stuff, don't glue on your stuff. Oh, we don't know how far that goes down. So we're gonna, so whenever I do that, I just come down here and I glue on this edge. And I'll probably have to come back and glue, but it's no big deal. Okay. We're going to put this on, kind of line up that edge. And this is cute. Now I pulled up, so I have, so if you tear paper down, you're not going to have that white raggedy bit. I pulled up on purpose because I kind of want to be able to use my India ink and make a fun line there. Okay, so this is why we can't have nice things, because I really need to know where this edge is. So I'm going to use my lovely scissors and I'm going to cut through glue. So it would be best if you would wait, but I'm impatient. I don't know if you can tell. I have a little bit of a stuffy today. Josiah gave Johnny a well, Josiah had a cold. And then Josiah gave Johnny a horrible cold that has made him terribly sick. And then I just have a stuffy. Okay, that is very cute. I want my Elefante to be up here like this. In this corner. So let's glue him on here as a paper doll. And then I think we can glue this whole thing down. Oops, that did not work. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I'm gonna flip this over and we're gonna glue this whole thing down. All right, I've got this whole back part glued up and we're gonna flip it and stick it. Boop. So we kind of know where we want the giraffe to be, and he's gonna be up here. We gotta get OJ in there. We gotta get our Elefante in there. Can we move it down a little bit? There we go. Just to get the end of his tusk in. All right, this is where it's gonna be now, because you could fuss around and fuss around and fuss around, and then your magazine images could look weird, and I don't want my magazine images to get battered and ruined. And I never worry about the glue because I glue on my stuff all the time. Okay, let's get OJ down. Oh, that came out perfect. Very nice. Okay, let's cut this off. Little giraffe amputation today. Uh-oh, he's losing his tail. Bye, tail. Boop. Okay, there we go. Oh, that turned out cute. All right, so now we have some words. How can you catch OJ? So I feel like I could just cut this out close to here. That's kind of why I wanted this green on this bottom. So I could just put this little ironic thing down here. There is a wee method to the madness. All right, we got all this stuff. We got OJ's foot creeping into the other page. There we go. Okay, will this fit now? That will fit in there now. How can you catch OJ? And this is the funny thing about the background. Remember how I was so worried about that tree over here? It's all gone. So, you know, take a minute. Don't be rash. But also don't obsess about the background, because the background is the background. Okay, there we go. We got that. We got this. And then I want to put this in. We have met the enemy, and they are us. And that's another little bit of ironic calling out OJ, as it were. Okay. So we have met the enemy, and they are us. I'm just going to cut out each line first, but I would never put them all together because that would be a lot of text in one place. It would take up a lot of space. And I personally don't like cutting. You know how you could cut in here over to the T, H, and go up and over, and I like my word squares to be square. Now you may think that square word squares have too much like white space or something, so you do it how you want. Okay, so I need to cut off. We goes up by my giraffe, and then have met the enemy. Okay, that'll go there. I want us to be right by OJ. And this can go down here. So I'm going to break up my words. Yeah, this is definitely more of a glue book page than a mixed media, especially because I have the words. This is what a lot of glue bookers will do. In fact, I'll probably name this a glue book. They'll take words, they'll put images together, but I think this one is going to turn out fun. And it's not hard. Everything doesn't have to be the big production that I always do. Sometimes you can just have a day where you got the sniffies and you want to get one done, and it's just fun. Right? Right. All right, I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to go doodle this, and I will be back. Okay, I'm going to try something new today. I'm going to put the before I did the doodles on the left and then this on the right. And I'm going to tell you what I did, and so you can see how they changed, right? So I outlined the main features, which are my elefante and my giraffe, and then I dot dashed them. So they pop off the page. They are the most prominent thing because the contrast of the black and the white is as big a contrast as you can get. I did alcohol ink around on this. I have this mint color that I hate because it doesn't make very much color, but I think it just knocked back that white enough to, or the cream actually, to make it feel like it fits in better. I outlined this twice with like a ratty edge. You wouldn't have to do a ratty edge if a ratty edge bothers you, but I really like that. I did not outline the football players or OJ because they are not important to me in my in what I want to see. So think about what you want to see, what your message is of it. And then down here on OJ, I did a drop shadow on his different letters, and it just made it a little bit fancier. And I was thinking I would knock it back so you can't even see it, but to me that's kind of a fun other thing. You wouldn't know this is OJ unless you see How Can You Catch OJ. So overall, it wasn't a ton of doodling. It wasn't a super fancy page, but it really makes me happy. So this was a good one for a day I have the sniffies. So hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life. Oh, wait. So remember that really cool ratty edge I made? It's all gone. It's all gone. You can't even see it. So sometimes you think you have a really cool thing and it doesn't actually turn out to be anything. So have a great day.